Hi, welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is a random love reading for the collective, as promised when we did the weekend reading. What was that all about? 7 out of 7, major arcana. It's prompted me to just do a quick random love reading. I am using the Greek Tarot, the Mythic Tarot, Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. Okay, so timeless messages. Probably have some eclipsey energy. We've just had that full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, haven't we? That's one for us. Ooh, some of you are anxious. Some of you are anxious. Let's have a looky see as to what that's all about. Okay, there's some anxiety here about whether someone's attention is entirely focused on you or whether their attention is scattered elsewhere. Yes. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Wow, okay. Why did I do that? I just thought I really need to look at the bottom. The Devil. Stuff that came in with the Capricorn eclipse on the 26th of December is kind of resonating in the Cancerian eclipse that happened on the 10th of January 2020. And of course, the opposite signs of Capricorn and Cancer, we've got that Devil card, which is, it can be a feeling of attachment. It can be quite a bodily feeling. It can be a high sexual connection with somebody. And then we've got the Cancerian energy of the nurturing energy, the home, the love, the heart. It feels like there's a bit of a tussle between the two at the moment, and that this is causing some kind of stuckness. Overall energy card, the Two of Swords. Yeah, neither Nout nor Summit. It's the Ace of Swords crossed over each other. Now, this is just my kind of experience. When you get Two of Swords energy, it's like a minor arcana Hanged Man energy. It's probably best not to act. It's not a card of action, because what it tells me is that it's not even that you can't decide which road to take, it's that the roads aren't even there. Where we're going, we don't need roads. It always reminds me of Back to the Future. It's because we've also got up here the Four of Swords. Making peace with where you're at. Radical acceptance, making peace with where you're at. Because there is a certain sense of neutral about this reading. In the middle of the reading, we've got the Four of Cups. A sense of emotional balance and neutral. It may be that you need to go into neutral before you change into any other kind of gear, if we're going down the whole gearbox metaphor. Because anxiety is not going to be your best friend with this. We've got the Four of Swords, we've got the King of Pentacles. And when I get the King of Pentacles, obviously you could be dealing with an earth sign or you could be an earth sign. But for me, it's more a sense of wondering if someone's going to deliver. Okay? Now, the King of Pentacles delivers. He delivers. He always has hold of that pentacle. There's plenty more where that came from. You know, he looks reliable, he represents turning up on time, following through with your actions, doing what you said you were going to do, keeping your promises, making your promises, making things real. You know, the Pentacles is tangible, earthy energy. Some of you are in a great state of anxiety that somebody has mentioned something, you want to know if they're going to back it up with action. There is nothing you can do except wait and see whether they're going to back it up with action. If you want to prod them with a stick, it probably isn't going to help. Also, there is something about this current situation that is, I don't want to say stuck because I don't feel like it's stuck, that is levelling. It's levelling, and it won't benefit from agitation. That's my agitation mime. We've got the Six of Cups. So for some of you, it is a longing for someone to return, okay? This is Psyche, and she's longing for Eros to return, who has gone. She's doing what I call sitting in the wet nightie on the rock and waiting. Now, normally I would say to you, don't sit in your nightie on a wet rock and wait. And I'm still saying it's not a question of waiting, but it's definitely a question of acceptance. Waiting is an anxious state, okay? You don't want to be in an anxious state if you can help it, because it doesn't feel very nice. And I know that sounds really basic, but basic things can be true, can't they? You don't want to be in an anxious state. It doesn't do you any good. It makes you feel physically and emotionally yuck. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but energy-wise, never gets you what you want. What's that all about? If being in an anxious state could get you what you want, we'd all have everything we wanted because we're all really good at it. So, Nine of Cups, emotional wish fulfillment. Don't deny yourself that you have an amazing dream when it comes to love and romance, okay? Maybe with this person, maybe with someone else, it doesn't matter. And don't deny yourself the fact that you really want someone who will follow through in their actions. But probably best not to take steps to test it or see whether it's going to happen, or even test it in your mind. If you can get off the subject of it and just accept that it's at some kind of stabilizing neutral impasse, I think that's when it will shift. We have, I think it's the only major arcana is the Death card, Scorpio. It's the only one you really need, isn't it? Because it's the one that really, 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 really represents transformation, change. Transformation and change is coming into this situation, but not to be pushed for, and it's not yet, okay? What do I want? I'm getting my tarot grab arm. Let's have some romance angels. Do check out as well my pick a card readings. Why Did We Meet is a good one. I will put them in the description box. Knew that one was going to come out. Woo! Okay. Pay attention to the red flags, and I knew that one was coming. Now, it doesn't say, you know, jump off and do something about the red flags. Just note it, noted, calmly noted. For a lot of you, you've already paid enough attention to the red flags. You've seen them, you know where they are, okay? Attraction, really nice, but also it's a sense of, I know that Abraham Hicks says, bloom where you are. And that person is enjoying the scent of a bloom. Enjoy where you are, okay? Because enjoying where you are is going to shift things. Wedding. These two always look so frightened and young. Commitment, okay? This is about ascending levels of commitment and anxiety therein, okay? Therein. You're anxious that someone's not going to step up. Yeah. But the energy is all about sitting back, okay? For now, believe me, it won't be forever. Oof. God. Loads of these fell out. Okay, here's the scariness. The Desert Prince, survival and false promises. Some of you are worried because you have had false promises from this person before. Some of you are worried you can't survive a level of heartbreak if they let you down. And some of you are worried that their promises are currently false, okay? Yeah. The Word Lord, this is all about the masculine. Communication, praise and dishonesty. Some of you are worried that it's all words and no action. It's all a sense of flattery and no actual genuine feeling behind it, okay? Then we get the resting tree. I love this. Patience and stillness. And that is the message of the entire reading, really. And the eyes of beauty, positive expectations and clarity. And this is, to a certain extent, you know, there's the basic stuff about law of attraction, whether you're into that or whether you're not. What you focus on tends to be what you experience. And if you're focusing on this person's potential dishonesty, you are probably going to experience some dishonesty. It takes a lot of bravery to focus on the 9 of Cups. That's hilarious. As I said that, look what fell out. Focus. It takes bravery to focus on the 9 of Cups because potentially there could be disappointments, okay? Children, this situation might involve children for some of you, but also out of the mouths of babes, it's a certain sense of innocence. There's a sense of innocence about what you want. You're not wrong for wanting it. It's scary to want something sometimes. Don't get caught up in an expectation of disappointment, okay? Retreat. Retreat is the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. It's moving into this emotional 2 of Swords, this sort of neutral space, then rooming into it and becoming happy there, okay? So do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then you will get the random love readings which pop up at any given moment, and make sure the wiggly bell is activated so that YouTube will actually tell you that the readings are coming. Check out the pick a card readings. They're in the description box. They're in my playlist of pick a cards, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.